Hello everybody, today I'm going to talk about my top 5 favorite films of the year. Starting at number 5 is 1917. So 1917 was an Academy Award nominated movie, and what I really liked about it was cinematography. It really reminded me of Past the Glory, which starred Kirk Douglas. And Kirk Douglas is one of few Kubrick actors who worked with him more than once. Never worked with Jack Nicholson more than once, or Malcolm McDowell, who was really upset because he really liked Kubrick. The only actor who's been in more than 2 Kubrick movies. This is the actor who's been in most movies. Kubrick was 3 movies in total. Was Philip Stone. He was in A Clockwork Orange, Barry Lyndon, and The Shining. He played Grady in Shining. Now, Sam Mendes directed this movie, and the direction is stellar. This movie really is what it is, thanks to Roger Deakins cinematography. He is one of the best DPs working today. He's up there with Bill Pope, and the guy did Gravity and Birdman. I don't want to mess up his name. It's like Emmanuel Lubiniski, something like that. And I'm Mexican, so maybe actually I would say it. But yeah, it was a good movie, and it was all. But really, Roger Deakins was the star of that movie, to me at least. And my number 4 pick is Us, which it's really stuck with me, even though it was earlier in the year. And I think the only thing I didn't really like about it was the twist. The more you think about it, the more it falls apart, which is okay because it's pretty late in the movie. The twist is revealed, and it doesn't really linger on it much, so it's not a detriment so far. The movie is a great criticism of classism, and it's just a straight horror movie all throughout, which is more horror movie than Get Out. Get Out kind of rode the thriller line, but I really recommend Us. And I'm going to link all my reviews of these movies in the description. My number 3 spot goes to the unsung Uncut Gems, which got no Oscar love because, according to the Academy, according to an insider who remained anonymous, the Academy didn't think Adam Sandler was their brand, but Adam Sandler deserved at least an Oscar nom, if not a win. But can you imagine? This guy won multiple Razzies, but he has an Oscar. That'd be amazing. He commands every scene he's in, and you get to know him, you get to understand that he's an addict and how he messes everything up. But he loves his family. He wants to make things right with his wife, but his wife does care about him. There's a scene where she calls the cops because she's worried about him, but she still cares about him even though she doesn't love him anymore because he's not a very good person. So you follow not so great person and this crazy thing. The Weeknd does a good job as well playing himself, but really does an even better job playing himself is Kevin Garnett, who's really good in this movie. He's probably one of the best athlete performances in a movie ever. So really check out Uncut Gems. Number 2 is going to be controversial. Parasite. I love Parasite. If it wasn't for the movie number 1, it would be my number 1. But the movie is about a poor family who kind of scams their way into working for a rich family, and the hijinks that ensue. One of the reasons I don't think this movie is number 1 is because there's like one scene that kind of drags on a little bit too long, and it's a scene where they're all in the rich people's house having a dinner. But then the scene after that makes up for it because it gets all crazy. And there's not much to say about this movie without spoiling, but it's really, really good. The direction's pretty good. There's a scene where the family only gets caught when they're scheme, and they have to get out of the house, and it's really tense, and it's really well done. I won't spoil what happens at the end, but it's really, really good. And my number 1 is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Now, Parasite was a great movie, but Once Upon a Time was a whole experience where you see someone who loves movies showing you how much he loves movies, and I love like 1969 Hollywood, and I love the 60s in Hollywood and cinema as well. The great spaghetti westerns of all time came out in that year. The Fistful of Dollars trilogy, for example, which is funny enough because Rick Dalton doesn't want to do spaghetti westerns, but he ends up doing them anyway. And the whole movie around Rick Dalton and his fading star, which a lot of actors can relate to, especially this year, and when we count 2019 was an end of an era of the Hollywood actor. Once Upon a Time Hollywood was number 2 to a movie we've all seen before, but just animated in 3D. And the reason I put it over Parasite is because I had a much more enjoyable time. It was much more enjoyable. Nothing dragged on, even though it was 2.5 hour runtime. Every scene worked, and I love the climax. And Once Upon a Time Hollywood even more than Parasite. Parasite had like a crazy thing going on at a party, but Once Upon a Time Hollywood had the most intense sequence in all of last year, and it really rewrites history. And they kind of trick you because you see Sharon Tate pregnant, like she was murdered by the Manson, but it goes to a different direction. I won't spoil much, But I think you guys know what I'm talking about. So those are my 5 favorite movies of the year. Like I said, Parasite was probably my one of the best, but Once Upon a Hollywood barely beats it by like an inch in the final race. Alright, thank you for watching.